coming to women in aviation in the year 2000. I was separating from active duty Air Force. I had heard about it the previous year, all the scholarship money that they give away, all the airlines that are hiring, and I was so excited about it, but also disappointed that I couldn't make it. I was over in Germany fighting the Kosovo War at the time and was unable to join them, so I made it a point to come in the year 2000. That also happened to be a hiring frenzy, and having over 3,000 hours of heavy DC-10 time, I literally had gals from American Airlines and Northwest Airlines tugging on my arm saying, "We want her, no, we want her." So it was one of those surreal situations where you think, oh my God, is this really happening to me? And I turned my resume in to Alaska Airlines on Thursday. They interviewed me on Friday. On Saturday evening during the banquet, they announced that I had a job waiting for me. So it was a fantastic experience, and I'm just so grateful for that opportunity and for the mentoring that took place during that conference. Those 3 days changed my life, that I kind of feel I need to pay it back and come back here to repay the favor as I can. Like I said, I fly the KC-10. It is essentially a flying gas station. We're a tanker. We're unique in that we can take gas from other tankers as well as pass gas to our receivers. And yes, we do, in fact, pass gas for a living.
Cirrus Design's Vision SJ50 single-engine personal jet offers exceptional fuel efficiency, flexible seating for up to 7, advanced avionics, and all the Cirrus safety features you expect, including the Cirrus airframe parachute system. With its detailed design, the Cirrus Vision is technologically advanced, yet engineered to be simple to fly, to allow owner pilots more lifestyle pursuits than any other personal aircraft. Learn more about the Vision SJ50 at cirrusdesign.com.
I've flown 159 combat and combat support sorties in 3 major theaters, European theater and Middle East theater. My very first time ever flying into the Middle East was in '95, and there were not a whole lot of women flying at the time. I was a brand new co-pilot, so the aircraft commander was flying, which meant that I was talking on the radios. So we're coming into land, and I'm talking to the tower. And I don't recall our call sign at the time, but, reach 527, are we cleared to land? And they come back, and I don't hear anything. Understand we're cleared to land? Silence. We're going. I'm just kind of letting it go. Okay, perhaps the controller's busy, and it's getting really close. We're about a half-mile final, and we still don't have clearance, and I've queried him several times. Finally, the aircraft commander speaks up, and he goes, "Oh, this is reach, 6033. Are we clear to land?" "Oh, roger, sir. You're clear to land." I'm just like, you jerks. And I, of course, had a feminine voice, and they just refused to answer a female on that radio. And I thought, you know what, that's just wrong. But in the meantime, I learned to husk my voice up a bit, and so that in the future, perhaps there might be some confusion whether it was a male or a female. So at least they answered me subsequently. But I was pretty upset about that. Since then, they're fairly familiar with females flying over there. So they're really good about it. And of course, the majority of the controllers are British nowadays anyway, so they appreciate us.
From the mountains to the prairies, to the landings that we love, Garmin SVT, Synthetic Vision Technology.
We were staging out of Frankfurt, Germany, out of Rhine-Main Air Base, which shares the runway with Frankfurt International. And our very first night, of course, I've got orders to deploy on April Fool's Day. So we thought, okay, is this a joke or not? So they said, go ahead, pack your bags for a week, 10 days, which was standard. Having some experience, I knew better, and I packed my bags for a month, which was my standard situation, which was a good thing because 93 days later I finally came home. But April 1st we got the call that we're going to take off. Of course, I didn't know, none of us knew where we were going, and the WISE network is very, very extensive. And so I called a couple of my girlfriends who do aerobics with the other wives, and my girlfriend said, "Oh yeah, I hear that you're going to Germany." I'm like, "Great, Germany. I'll make sure I pack for Germany." No one else knew where we were going until we actually showed up. So anyway, I had a female co-pilot, which always makes it nice as far as lodging accommodations, because you typically share a room, so they try and get at least another lady or two ladies together. KC-10 crew complement. You have 2 officers, both pilots. You have 2 enlisted folks. One's an engineer, one's a boom operator. So I had a male boom and a male engineer, and then my female co-pilot. So very first night of the war, we were kind of excited, kind of scared, nervous. We really didn't know what to expect. Heard just a little bit on the news and the radio, but again, not sure what we were going to expect. So we got a pretty in-depth intelligence briefing, and we're finally ready to go. Of course, none of us really slept beforehand because we were so excited, all the anticipation of what we were getting ourselves into. So we finally get airborne, and we get to where we're supposed to do and where we're supposed to be, and we had studied the route plan and all the frequencies and things like that. So we were pretty much on top of things, and there was a lull in the activity after a while. We had refueled our first couple sets of fighters, and we were just waiting for the next set to come. And we're just kind of looking outside the windows and checking out what's going on the ground. And my co-pilot comments, "Wow, there must be something really exciting going on down there. Look at all this fireworks celebration." I look out the window, and I'm like, "Those aren't fireworks. They're actually firing at us." And sure enough, we were seeing a firefight on the ground, you know, mortars going back and forth, and also AAA coming up at us. We were at a safe enough altitude where it wasn't a factor that night, but on several occasions it did get fairly close. But yeah, I thought that was very funny. She was so excited because there was some kind of celebration that we were missing out on, and sure enough, they were shooting at us.